Today's video is about fixing this window on this cab over. We rolled it down yesterday because we were towing with the chain, moving it around, and now the window didn't want to go back up yesterday, so we're actually tearing the door panel off to see why it doesn't want to roll up. We've already tore the inner door pad off, so right now we're trying to get the door panel off. I should have brought the tripod, but I'm just holding this by hand. And we may have a couple screws that don't want to come out and be nice.
Yeah.
So we're just going to have to see what's going on without getting them out, because we can't get them off. And we don't want to bend it up to where we can't put the thing back together. There actually may be nuts on the inside. I don't know why Kenworth would do that. It wouldn't make any sense for them to put nuts on there.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, there's nuts on the inside?
Yep.
I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a wrench.
Okay. Do you know what size?
I'm gonna say probably 12.
We don't have metrics. I got 3/8 up to 15/16. A 12, 11 is 7/16. 13 is 1/2 inch, so 12 is in the middle of that. So might be needing a 7/16. But we did bring some tools. Unfortunately, the vehicle I like to bring is in the shop that has a lot more than what we could stick in a bag. Yeah, so we're doing what we can. And we actually backed the pickup up here so we could actually stand on the tailgate, because this being a cab over, it's a little harder to reach everything. So instead of trying to stand inside the truck to get this door panel off, we're going ahead and utilizing the pickup that we used to bring another vehicle up. There we go. Now the door panel's loose. We can actually see a lot more about what's going on here. Now we have the rod for the door handle. If we remove that door rod from the handle, it'll actually come out a lot more. But I don't know if we really need to do that, do we?
I don't think so.
I mean, you got a lot of room now to see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Those top screws, if you take those two top screws out, the whole panel will finish coming off. And I see there's nuts on the back side of them also.
Yep.
I don't know if Michael has ever been on video before and actually doing work to show this stuff.
Yeah.
Have you?
It's been a while.
Oh, you have been on video before?
A couple years. There's a spacer right there.
And then we got a second one, same way. It has a nut and spacer and a screw. And I got this side of the door panel, Michael's got the other side, so when he gets that off, it doesn't just fall and try and slice somebody up, because this is thin metal.
Yep.
So now we can swing this down out of the way and get a good look. Now, one thing I've noticed about these older Kenworths, they actually use a chain instead of a cable or a nylon or anything else. It's actually a metal chain. And now we can actually see why it didn't want to wind up. And my suspicion is going to be that this piece is stripped out. but we don't know yet. He's going to put the door handle back on now where he can actually see everything and actually see what's going on. Is that up or down? Now Kenworths go backwards.
Yeah.
Compared to every other vehicle out there. So where you normally would wind up, you're actually winding down. Yeah, that's the way it should go up. But I don't see the chain moving. Can you see down in there where the chain hooks up and see what's going on? Is anything turning in there?
No.
Okay, so that more than likely means this piece here is stripped out.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's riveted in. You can't just replace that part. So we probably need to figure out how it's all attached in here and take it off so we can actually get the window up. Unless we can you get this rod off so we can get this door panel out of the way?
Yeah.
We might be able to push the window up while Michael cranks on it, and it might catch enough to be able to get the window up. This truck is something that I bought with all intentions of working on, but because of my health conditions, I haven't been able to do it. The only thing I did after I got this truck was cleaned it out, which took many lawn and leaf bags, and then I pressure washed it before it came up here. And that's all I've done to it. It doesn't run yet. I'm sure it will once I start working on it. But before I even try and do something like that, all the fluids have to be changed. Oil, transmission, rear ends, antifreeze, power steering, all that stuff has to be changed. And like the other Kenworth that I have, I'll put a auxiliary tank on the back for fuel and plumb it into the system instead of trying to run off the tanks that are on this truck, because this truck has sat for so many years. More than likely it has algae in the tanks. What's going on here is this thing hasn't been used in such a long time that if you look at this thing right here, these are just nylon plastic pieces that goes into between the chain links to make it go up. And because this thing hasn't been used so long, those are just slipping on the chain, and this here is spring loaded to be able to keep the tension. And it just hasn't been used in so long that it just doesn't want to work, because all the grease has got, all the white lithium grease has got hard. But this is what the window crank looks like on a 1988 Kenworth, the same way in my T600 as it is in this cab over. So we got it up to where we can actually put the window up. We're just going to go ahead and put it back together the way it is. Later on, when I'm in better health, we'll come up and we'll actually start putting time in on this truck, and I'll either get this freed up or find another one and replace it. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and put the door back together basically the same way it came apart. We're not going to worry about putting it inside panel with the padding on it. We're just going to put the metal back on it so the window stays up. That's all we're worried about right now, is keep the rain out. So go ahead and hit that subscribe and that bell button, and I'll be putting another video up as soon as I come up with something. Thank you.